Hey everyone, this is David from hassle-free-cashflow-investing.com. Today's frequently asked question comes from an international investor. They want to know what type of return on investment are American investors looking for? And it's a very good question, but one that has a lot of different angles. So the general idea is that the cap rate on the property is the property's ability to generate income. But your return as an investor, your return on investment will be greater or less depending on the financing that you put on that very same property. If you're positively leveraged, meaning your interest rate is lower than your cap rate, then your return on investment is going to go up. If you're negatively leveraged, meaning your cap rate is lower than your interest rate, then the more money you borrow, the lower your return on investment goes. So to answer a general rule of thumb, I would say that investors who are looking at houses in America are generally looking between a 6 cap and maybe a 10 cap rate for houses. The lower the cap rate, usually the nicer the property is, the more it's newer, it's nicer, it's located in a more urban environment or more populated environment, closer to jobs. Higher cap rate properties are usually going to be older in more rural markets, or maybe they're more distressed type of sales situations. So when you're working with a cap rate between 6 and a 10 cap rate, your return on investment could be much, much higher, or it could be much lower depending on what your financing looks like and how much money down that you've put into a property. So if you're buying a property with very little money down and you're positively arbitraged, you could have enormous return on investment. I mean, it's possible that you could get 50 or 60 or even 100% annualized return on investment if you've got very high leverage on a positively arbitraged house. Also, you could have a very low return if you've got no leverage or very upside down leverage on a house that is costing you more in interest than you're earning in cash flow from the property. And so generally, I would say conservative investors in America are looking for 10 to 20% return for their houses. And I think you can actually generate a higher return on investment depending on the deal structure that you put together. Good luck, and I hope you can join us at hassle-free-cashflow-investing.com.